Hi guys, this is Stacey for Collected, and today I'm going to be presenting the Cellar Door Hospitality Restaurant, brought to you by Romley Estate Olive Oil, Village Greens of Wallangi Creek and Glencurry Estate Wines. This is brought to you by the South Australian Tourism Commission. So I'm going to go through the brief and the concept. So the client, the SATC, is looking to push the boundaries of design and showcase the boutique wine, food and talent of the McLaren Vale and South Australian region. So for this project, we were inspired by the history and climate. With a similar growing environment to that of Europe, it produces a wide variety of quality products within the stunning Australian landscape. So the common theme between the three chosen food and wine brands is that they are all organic. So our concept is built around meeting the wants and needs of the client with a theme organic and the McLaren Vale location. So the concept for this project is what we would describe as Australian modern organic. So it pays homage to the McLaren Vale heritage, its residents, and aligns with its clients and chosen brands. So organic can be interpreted in many ways, but essentially organic style in interior design means flowing natural forms. So undulating lines, dynamic curves, and powerful arches are strong features in organic design. So the biggest inspiration comes from nature, with its imperfect shapes, curves, and unpredictable lines. It often borrows from the minimalism of modern decor and melds it with the natural and a strong connection to its surroundings. So this is the site plan. It's located on Main Road, McLaren Vale. It's a land size of over 1,000 metres squared and has two main buildings with a car park. So the property is directly next door to a Shell petrol station and a Mitre 10 hardware store. So directly across the street there is public transport bus, and the property's main access is from the main road at the front of the property. So this is a rendered floor plan. So the service areas are not included in this project, but I wanted to give a brief overview of how the layout all forms together. So these are each individual buildings. So you can see the top left-hand one is the main building. So this is where you enter in. It's got your front service counter POS, your retail area behind it. You can see how it then connects to the bar and the cellar door area. And directly behind that are the bathrooms with disabled and 3 unisex toilets. The second building on the bottom right here is the indoor dining restaurant area, and you can see above the planters in the middle that there is a skylight that's reflecting that as well. The first part here I wanted to talk you through was the rendered entrance. So this is what I imagine, would be planted with Australian natives. These beautiful uplights against that rendered wall, sandstone pavers with a ramp for disability access, and these beautiful big double doors and windows that, really get you excited when you walk up and you can see straight into all of that beautiful produce and this sort of curved counter at your entrance. So this is the retail and the POS area as you walk in. So the picture on the left would be as you walk in, this is how you're greeted, symmetrical. You've got the comparison between that organic curved bench, which is hand-carved travertine. And then you've got all of the beautiful shelving with all the wine and the produce from those three chosen brands. Really gets you excited when you walk in because you're presented with all of the stuff that you're going to sort of eat and drink and taste and sit down and chat to the sommelier. And on your way out, you get the opportunity to then purchase that. So the next part here is the most exciting part. This is where you walk through and you've got this 11-metre long curved travertine bench. You've got 7 shelves high of all of this, beautiful wine produce on display. I really wanted it to feel grand and open and, an organic Australian version of what I would interpret as opulent. So it's not hidden behind in this dark, dingy cellar. It's open, it makes you in awe when you walk through there. The next part behind that area would be these bathrooms. So I really wanted to have that, what we've labelled a selfie moment. So when you walk through, each individual bathroom has its own sort of indoor garden behind this glass. So behind the glass then also has a glass skylight as well to let in lots and lots of natural light. You've got a floating mirror and a freestanding Riverstone basin as well. On the outside of the bathrooms through the hallway, you've got these really beautiful low windows with that Australian landscaping, again letting in light, making it feel really open. There's lots of sort of scale and space and lightness to the whole area. The next part here is the glass link that links the two buildings. So this is just negative space, lots of beautiful planting, the uplighting in the planting outside, made purely of glass, and I just wanted it to feel really open and sort of letting in that natural light and having that connection to nature. The second part here is the restaurant. So this is the indoor dining area. So at each end are these beautiful big floor to ceiling, 3-meter wide windows, these curved seating all around it with lots of, circulation space around them. This beautiful above ground planted olive tree and bench seating that's all custom built. And to the right of it there, you can see a service window for that service part of the restaurant area. As you walk out through these bifold doors, you're greeted to this beautiful outdoor area. So I really wanted this to feel like an oasis where it was closed in. You couldn't see or, hear any of the main road noises from the surrounding neighbours. And it really felt like it was in nature. So all this above ground planted trees, all the tables dotted around with trees next to them. I wanted it to feel really soft and organic with the materials that we've chosen. So the next part here is the FF&E. I've organised all of them onto their own pages just to make it really easy, simple to understand and see. So I'm going to point out some key features of each of the FF&E. So as I spoke about before, the landscape lighting was a pretty integral part. So you can see on the bottom there, the beacon lighting spotlights that would go upwards into the tree so that it really accentuated the shape of them and cast that shadow onto those rendered walls that surround the perimeter of the property. In the retail space, my favourite, most significant part would be the custom-built bean-shaped travertine solid counter. So it's carved shelving, it's carved into this bean shape, and the way it's positioned is so that it doesn't block your view of the retail space behind it, and it just has this beautiful texture and natural material to it. The next part here is our cellar door area. So the key features of this are the flooring that we've used. It has, these beautiful lines. There's no sort of joinery and obvious straight lines about it. We've also got some custom-made bar stools, and again repeating that travertine countertop and wall finishes. And my favourite thing in that area would be the Moni pendant lights that have this beautiful sort of dipped glass feel to them, again curved, and giving that appearance of lightness and space in the area. In the bathrooms, this is one of my favourite spaces to design because they're often overlooked, but I really wanted them to feel like you were in nature and you got the privilege of your own private garden, and there's, huge amount of light in those zones. So I've got these beautiful pedestal riverstone sinks. So they're a huge stone that I've carved out in the middle that are a freestanding sink that have their own floor-mounted mixer next to them. And then the other thing that I really wanted to include was a smart toilet. Talking about organic and sustainability relates to those brands and again reinforces that sort of modern organic theme that we were going for. The next part here is our glass link. So again, the whole thing's made of glass. It really, really just features the materials that are in there, the negative space that we've allowed, and that connection to nature, highlighting that landscaping with those uplights. The next part in the restaurant is again reinforcing the same sort of flooring and lighting designs. We've included these round gathering tables that are again by Noni, so they match the other chairs. It has, continuity through the whole space, and this custom made bench seating. So it goes all the way around the bench seating, and those beautiful seats as well by Naomi. The outdoor dining would be my favourite place in the restaurant to relax. I can imagine that it'd be the favourite place to be used, and I think what makes it really special is the planting we've chosen, but also the lighting. So you can see there from Space Furniture, we've got those Greg floor lamps. So they're all actually wired into the electrical. They're not battery operated. So they'd have this really organic softness to them, but also give that space light that's outside so you don't see all these heavy wires and these beams above. I really wanted it to feel as sort of soft as possible out there. And I've also used some outdoor oil lamps that are again the same similar sort of shape on the tables, and the Zunetti outdoor tables that are powder coated steel in white as well. So that's what my scheme sort of looks like, and I hope you have really enjoyed that presentation, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye.